Hey my loves, welcome to Mommyhood Village with your girl Nomza. So today we will be talking tubal ligation. In simple terms, or as we call it loosely on the streets, tying your tubes. This process mainly means that you will not have kids ever. You are done. So our guest speaker today will be my cousin Tubal, who has done a tubal ligation. So let's dive right into it. Please help me welcome my cousin Tubal. The reason why I brought Tubal to come and speak to us is because she has a first-hand experience in tubal ligation. She did it. We spoke about it. She told me about it immediately after she did it. She's got 2 kids, a boy and a girl. After she had her son, she did her tubal ligation, and at the time I only had untando. Yeah. So when she told me, I got so interested. I went on and did my research, and I also did it after having my second child, Uliano, because I'm also done with having kids. So which brings me to my first question. Was it a joint decision between you and your partner, or was it a decision that you took alone?
Okay, decision making, initially it was just me.
Okay.
In my head space, thinking about it alone. I probably introduced the topic to him in my last trimester, towards my last trimester, when we were going for our last checkups.
I was probably shocked.
And the conversation actually, now that I remember, it stemmed from me being hospitalized. I remember I was being hospitalized. And we were so scared that I was going to have a premature, because I was having, what do you call these things now? I forgot about pregnancy. I was having contractions, and I was approaching my 6 months. 6 months. Okay. So at 6 months, I'm having contractions. Went to the hospital, had to be admitted. So that caused a bit of a trauma for me as well. I had then thought about, you know what, this is not going to work for me. I do not want to go through this, because once you are told that your child is not fine and you might need to give birth at 6 months,
it's a scare.
It's a scare, you know. So I then said, you know what, I'd rather not go through this again. I spoke to him, my partner, and luckily he was also the same page.
On the same page.
We are good too. We are good.
Yeah, I think that's what also my partner and I spoke about. After I spoke to you, I told him about it. He didn't know that there was such, actually. I spoke to him about it, and luckily we were also on the same page. So he was like, yeah, man, 2 kids, it's fine. We actually wanted 1, but we also discussed how we don't want untando to grow up alone. You know, it's one thing having cousins and whatever, but having your own brother, siblings, your own sister, it's something else in this world. So we also didn't want him to grow as the only child. So when we had our second child, we were like, yeah, let's just...
And you know, in our situation, when I had my son, my daughter was 7, my first child was 7, and we were so depressed, me and my partner, because we had actually initially planned on having our second child when my daughter would be probably like 12, 13.
Teenager.
So the fact that I fell pregnant with my
it was
son,
unplanned.
It was unplanned. And can I just tell you, I took contraceptives.
But
the whole
still,
week, I probably took 4 pills a day, and plus morning after pills.
But still. So
I was depressed for days.
Sure.
I didn't want it. But then I was like, nah, this thing. So now I had to then to think about such things. You know what? To be on the safe side, rather.
But what was his reaction?
On?
When you told him, okay, this is what I'm thinking we should do. Was he okay with it? Was he open to the idea, or did he want more kids?
He just asked me. To be honest, now that you are actually making me go back to this, the moments of such conversations that I had with him. He asked me, "Are you sure? Is this what you want? Because I may want the same thing, but this is your body.
It's your body. Yeah.
Are you sure?" And I was like, "Dude, I am more than sure. I am fine, I am fine." And I actually said to him, "Now you should go actually do a vasectomy."
Yeah, a vasectomy, yeah.
I actually still want him actually
to do it.
Yeah,
man. I mean, you did a tummy tuck. I mean, tummy tuck. I mean, you did a tubal ligation, so he should also come to the party as well. Especially if he is. You guys have spoken about it and you both are comfortable with not having any more kids.
And can I just tell you, vasectomy is much more easier
than a
cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then now, do you guys have any regrets? How many years has it been
since I did?
Yeah, it's
4 years now.
4 years and no regrets whatsoever.
No.
Because I'm asking this question because this is a permanent thing. Like my gyna said to me when I told him about our decision, he was like, "Are you guys sure?" He kept on asking us, "You guys are still young. Are you guys sure?" Because this is unreversible. So you make this decision, you stick to it for good.
When my gyna asked me, he asked me so many times, even in the theater, as I was about
in the theater. Are you still sure? Do you still
Yes.
want to go ahead with
I
this?
asked him, "Are you sure it's permanent?"
because
I
you're
thought
sure
that
about your decision.
I was like, "Are you sure that it's permanent?" Because I want it to be permanent. As long as there are no mistakes, because I'm going to sue the hospital. That's what I said to him, and he laughed. And I'm like, I'm serious. Like, that's how bad I was. I do not. As long as you guys are sure it's permanent, then I'm sure about my decision.
Yeah, I think it's important for you to ask that question, because when I was doing my research, it said there that the chances are a bit there, 1 in 100 though. But chances are that if you are to fall pregnant while your tubes are tied, it could be what do they call it? An ectopic pregnancy. And now an ectopic pregnancy is a very, very dangerous pregnancy. You could lose your life. So normally gynas would opt that they terminate the pregnancy because it's a deadly pregnancy. You could die. So they have to terminate it. So I think it was a very important question that you asked him, that is a permanent, like, I don't want the kid. I don't want the kid. I think it's a form of preventative as well. Prevention rather as well, rather than abortion. Abortion is not prevention. But I'm not judging anyone who has done it.
No, it's true. It's true. Some of us have been through that road where you find yourself falling pregnant without planning it. In my case, when my daughter was probably a couple of months, and it happened, and I had to take the decision for my own sanity. Would not have been able to cope. So I took that decision, which I also don't regret, but it's a very emotional one.
A decision of terminating.
Yes, of course. So now, when you take such a decision, that's one of the reasons that contributes to you taking then the decision to say, you know what, I'd rather be on the safe side.
On the safe side. Because it is a safe side.
It is. And we spoke, I even said to you, I think I'm even mentioning this for the second time. One of the other reasons why you would want to get to this decision of saying, you know what, I'm clearing my tubes, is that I do not, my values do not allow me to have children with different fathers rather. Good way of putting it, fathers. So I wanted to also to honor my commitment, to honor my values, to So this is what I then took that decision.
Because it's funny that you mentioned that, because older people will say, why would you want to tie your tubes while you're still young? What happens if, for example, you maybe break up with your current partner, your father of your kids, and you decide to get married again, and that man wants kids? What's going to happen then? So I think it's a decision that you have to think about. Really think that you are sure. Because Mina, I'm sure, like my cousin is saying, that Tabile is saying, Guti, Even if I do get married again, maybe, I don't want kids in that marriage. I'm okay with the 2 kids that I have. I'll be a stepmother.
A great one.
A great one for that
The
matter.
best.
Yes, but I don't want any more kids. I'm done. And also the financial aspect of it. Kids are very, very expensive.
Yo.
I don't want to be worrying about pampers anymore in my life again, milk anymore in my life again. I just want to now plan for their future, plan for school, plan for, you know, going forward now.
I have a story to tell. Someone that I know said she has 4 kids. So this day we're sitting and she's like, oh shit, I forgot to pay one of the child's school fees.
What?
Because you forget. You're having so many kids. You pay with confidence. So one.
So kids are very expensive.
You even forget one. And she's at a point where she says, I can't even move out of my mom's home because I'm still supporting my 4 kids.
Yeah.
And the first child has a child. Now it's 5 kids. We don't even think about such things, you know, because you have 4 kids. One will bring another child. They grow, these people.
They do.
So you now have to feed 5 kids. Can't buy yourself a car because you have to support. Which maybe in life it will serve you right, but hey, these kids are expensive.
Kids are very expensive. So my partner is a financial advisor, and we were honest with each other. We were honest about it. We were honest that kids are very expensive. We just want whatever that we have right now, whatever that God has blessed us right now, to share it between these kids, these 2 kids that we have. So we don't have room financially, especially. We cannot afford to have another child. That's why we took the decision. He was totally okay with it. Yeah, we spoke about it and that was it. So we are not here to say do it. We are not here to say don't do it. We are just sharing our 2 cents. We are just sharing our experiences. It is a form of prevention. Like I said, you can think about it. You can do it if you want to. And yeah, what did your mom say about it? Did you speak to your mom about it? Because like I said, when I say elders say that what's going to happen if you want to get married again, that was my mom. She had that question for me, but you're too young to be tying your troops, to be making such a huge decision. Wait until you're 35 or 40, you know. But I was sure in my decision. What did your mom say?
You know, my mom, I don't know if she still believes that I did it, because
she doesn't believe you.
Once in a while she'd be like, don't, when I put a shot on you're gonna fall pregnant again. I'm like, dude, I tied my troops. I don't know whether she believes it now.
She doesn't.
So we never really had a real conversation, because I told him I did. I promise you I did. I don't know.
She also mentioned to me that she did it.
Yeah, she did it. So that's one of the reasons why for me it was easy, because she did it, and she did it when she was 30. I also did it when I was 30. So for me, that has just made it easy. So for us, it's a candid conversations. It's like, did it, I did it, well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a conversation in the household.
Yeah, you know, it's not a scary conversation. Maybe because Yen and I, she's been through the road. Yeah, well.
But you also mentioned that you were sick during your pregnancy with your last born. I was also very, very sick. That also motivated my decision. I was like, I don't want to go through this again, because with my last pregnancy, Moliano, like towards the end of my 3rd trimester, I was literally being admitted every now and then. I was literally admitted every now and then. It was so painful. My pregnancy was so painful. I was so tired. I just wanted to get it over and done with. And I told myself, because I actually don't want to go through this again.
I mean, with both my pregnancies, actually, I went through the same process with both my pregnancies. I remember with my first pregnancy, I was 36 weeks and I was still going to work with this humongous tummy. And I got contractions while I was at work. I had to be fetched by an ambulance. I get to the hospital and they'd be like, chill, this child is not coming out anytime soon. Those are just, what are they called? There's a terminology for it. They are kick jacks or something like that. Yeah. Practicing whatever. And I'm like, what? They say, yes, you're still gonna sit home for the next 4 weeks. Just take an early twinner. I stayed home for the next 4 weeks. I only gave birth at 41 weeks. With the second child, same story, contractions, but this time it's 6 months. I'm at work, same story, ambulance. In fact, this time not ambulance. My partner came. He had to take me to the hospital. I was admitted again. They said, if I don't relax, I'm going to give birth and it's going to be premature. I had to also stop working. You see? So I was like, yo, I can't go through this.
So that's what also motivated your decision.
Definitely did. It definitely did.
To close, yeah.
One of the biggest contributing factors of me taking the decision to say, you know what, some people have it easy when it comes to pregnancy. You know, they enjoy their pregnancies. I never enjoyed my pregnancies. I don't want to lie. I get sick from day one.
Beginning, yeah.
Until I give
the morning after, the morning sicknesses and all of that.
Yo, they are bad. So I don't miss that.
But with that being said, also, it's not like we don't like. I love kids. I think I've mentioned this more than once in this channel, in this village, rather, that I love kids. I am crazy. I go crazy over kids. But the decision to close was because of all the reasons that we mentioned before. And yeah, man, I think that's it. I think I'm happy with this knowledge that you have shared. If you are interested in doing this, like I said, we're not here to offer advice. We're not medically fit to offer such advice. So you can just take it up with your gyna, ask questions, research, so that you know what you're putting yourself into, because like I said, it is unreversible.
And I also as I had mentioned, that we have been given a platform as women, that it is your right as a woman to do whatever you want to do
with your body,
whether to use a certain contraceptive, whether to tie your tubes, whether to take out your womb. So you have a right. It does not limit you to say if you must have a medical age. In South Africa currently, we are given that opportunity as women to take decisions about our body. So the moment you find yourself in a situation where you would like to perhaps opt for this, you need to stand your ground. If you are only exposed to public facilities, stand your ground. Tell them, I want this, and it is my right. They do it. They do perform it. There is no age restriction. They may try to talk you out of it, out of morality, but the formalities of it, it's part of the hospital's duties to honor your
wishes.
Yes. So yeah, that's all I can say.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us in our village. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please follow me on Instagram. It's mommyhood_village. And then also please do subscribe, guys. I can see that you're loving my content. I have received such beautiful reception ever since I started this village. The views, the likes, the comments, so beautiful, guys. But please also subscribe. Please subscribe to the village.
Bye.